I love Mozart because it's like you don't have to have lyrics to sing along. Ah, whoa! Kind of like the Eagles. I always loved the Eagles because even the parts that didn't have lyrics you could sing along with. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Wednesday night Sacred Pipe Ceremony. I am Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman, and we are going to do a pipe ceremony tonight. So let me get set up and pull my pipe out. This is my pipe bag. Before I even had my pipe, I had visions of my pipe bag. An otter came to me and volunteered to carry my pipe for me, and so I knew when there's a big annual powwow in Seattle that I go to, and I went there just before I got my first pipe. And well, this is my first pipe, but and I found a place that was selling skins and hides and stuff. And I always, when I purchase, you know, I have a lot of animal parts, right? I got the otter. I've got my drum bag made out of cougar hide. I've got skunk bag. Where's my other? Oh, and my favorite is I got a drum bag made from reindeer hide. The thing is, so here's the thing. I used to be really squeamish about, I don't know if squeamish is the right word. I used to be, what's the word? On one hand, I was fascinated by bones and animal parts, right? I've got bones on my altar, antlers. Antlers aren't so bad because those get shed every year, right? Those always grow back. But I know a lot of people, I mean, when my dear youngest sister is very anti-animal skin and all that kind of stuff, I totally respect. And so at the same time, being a shaman, most of the time, these things just, they show up. They tend to be gifts from people, or they show up for me. And then when I do receive them, I do ceremony. I connect to the spirit of the animal. I thank the animal for its gift of its hide, and I do the work to release any tendrils of the animal spirit that are still clinging to the skin or the bones. And make sure, this is the big one, make sure I have permission from that animal to make use of their skin or hide or bones. Right? Oh, let me go grab my drum. And so it's not a contradiction to love and respect animals and at the same time, utilize their skins, their hides, their bones. To me, it's a way, it's more that interdependence. I don't go out and purposely, hunt or kill an animal to get its hide for a certain purpose. But if an animal, like I've said with my otter skin that became my pipe bag, she appeared to me in a shamanic journey and volunteered to be my drum bag. And then, like I said, I was at the powwow in Seattle, and there was a place there that has hides and things like that, ceremonial things for sale. And so when I do purchase something like that, that is the only place I go, is to like a native owned store, or if not, if it's something that comes from a different source, I always make sure that I do the ceremony first to honor the animal, and the animal. I remember the very first time I did this, because it was just mind-blowing, because a friend of mine had a fox pelt, and she wanted to make a hat out of it, but she was conflicted. That was the word I was looking for earlier. She was conflicted because she didn't want to just, you use this, and use this animal hide, and and support, a system that kills animals for our own pleasure, etc. And so I did a shamanic journey to that fox, and the fox was so nonchalant. The fox was like, "Well, I'm not using it, so you might as well." And so for me, to use the animal ceremonially is a way of deeper connection with the spirit of those animals, right? Like I have a wolf. Whoops. I didn't know I was going to talk about this. I have a wolf face, and which was really, actually took me a lot of prayers to actually feel correct about purchasing it. But as you can see, I honor it. It is a mask. It's a ceremonial mask for me when I do dances and ceremony, to actually step into the spirit of the wolf. So it's not some trophy hanging on my wall to say, look how cool I am. It is ceremonial. It is to honor that animal. It's to, if nothing else, to give purpose to the death of that animal. The same way with, eating meat. I still am a meat eater, but I honor the animals. Every time I have meat, I stop before each meal, and I connect to the animal, I connect to the elements, I connect to the people who brought that food to my plate, and I honor the spirit of the animal that gave its life. Even I was told this story. I was doing this kind of psychic fair at this bingo hall on the reservation near me. You know, and I was doing readings with the medicine card deck. If you've seen me on Monday nights, and I do readings with the medicine card deck. It's the deck of cards that has the different totem animals on it. And so I'm a white European man doing like Native American style readings with animal cards on a reservation, and I had one guy come up to me and asking me questions, this native fellow, and I could tell, I never learned his name, or I don't remember his name if he told me, but I could tell he was an elder and kind of he might have been a medicine man, but he started asking me questions about what I was doing and how I do things, and playing really kind of like he didn't know anything about it, like so tell me what you're doing, what is this, what's the meaning, and all this stuff, as if he had never seen anything like that before. And it was asking me about what I do and how I help people connect to their animal spirits. And as I told him, I'm talking while I'm setting up my little altar here, giving people a chance to realize that we are on. He asked me about how I help people connect to their spirit animals and totems, etc. And I told him my policy is that I never tell other people what their totem animal is. It's policy for me that if you come to me asking what your spirit animal is, what your totem animal is, I will not tell you, but we can set up a time, and I will lead you on a guided meditation, a guided shamanic journey to meet your animal, because it is such a personal thing, right? Your totem animals are the ones that are with you from birth until death. It's like the clan you're born into, like the wolf clan, right? And so I'm like, it's identity. It's about your identity. Kind of like your zodiac sign, right? You're born, I'm a Libra, right? Or you might be a Scorpio or a Virgo or whatever. And it's part of your identity. It kind of tells you about who you are and how you relate to the world. And so I'm like, that is too personal of a thing. I don't want anyone going through the world saying, hey, I know that my totem animal is mountain lion because that one guy told me that one time. My job is to expand your world, to expand your spiritual awareness, and to connect you to your guides, connect you to your higher guidance, not just to give you bits of information. That would be like taking this wolf mask and putting it up on my wall and thinking that was so cool because I owned a wolf skin, right? It's like a trophy, but it doesn't do you any good just to know it, because shamanism is about, shamanism is the relationship we have with our spirit guides. And so if you are not working with your spirit guides, if you are not in a relationship, if you are not in an ongoing conversation with your spirit guides, then you're not practicing shamanism. And so I told him that I refuse to tell someone what their totem animal is. And I knew that I had gained his respect because he told me a story. And you know, in Native culture, stories are like gold. And I'm getting chills just thinking about it. But to have someone share a story, to gift you a story, is huge. And why I'm getting to this is because it relates to that eating meat and stuff. And the story went that, and it's been a while, so I don't know if I'm going to remember all the details, but there was a time when all the animals on the earth, including humans, were living in peace, but as populations grew, they realized that there needed to be predators and prey. And so they had a big council to decide and vote to figure out who was going to be the predator animals and who was going to be the prey animals. And it turned out humans were at a very big disadvantage because all the other animals had a song. They all had their own song. And humans didn't have their own song. And so without that song, we didn't really know who we are. We were vulnerable, and we were at the bottom of the food chain, right? Because without knowing our song, we had no power. We had no medicine. And the other animals, the predators and the prey, could negotiate and teach the predators. The prey could teach the predators that praise song, you know, and then that was their agreement to, and their circle of life arrangement, right? But we, because we didn't have our own song, we were at disadvantage, and so Creator took pity on us. But instead of giving us our own song, Creator gave us the song of all the other animals. That we knew the song of all the other animals. And so that we became the top because we knew the song, so we could be the highest predator, apex predator, because we had the song of all the other animals. We had dominion, in a way, like it says in the Bible. The thing is that having that song comes with honor and respect. It's like the predator respects the prey respects the predator, right? It's a balance. And so by giving us the songs of all the animals, we agreed that we wouldn't abuse that power. We agreed that we would not be in dominion over the animals, but that we would live in respect and honor them, honor their well-being. And we have totally thrown that agreement out the window as humans, but the animals still honored that agreement. And so there are animals on the planet that come here to provide us food. That was our original agreement, and even though we don't honor it, they still honor it from their side. And so when I have a hamburger or something, or a bison burger, I stop and I connect with the spirit of the animal that gave its life. I thank it for honoring its agreement, even though we're not honoring ours. And there are certain things I won't eat because of the horrible conditions. It's kind of there's a conflict. that is a conflict in me. But the best I can do is to honor the food, honor the animals that gave their life. But anyway, so that's why I have so many hides and furs and bones and stuff. It's like they all were a gift from Creator, a gift from that animal, a gift sometimes from other people. I've actually been paid for readings and healings. And like one healing I did for someone, they gave me 3 fox skins. Another reading I got badger paws. And to me, it's a relationship, it's an interaction, and you have every right to disagree with me. That is just the way I do things. That's the way I see the world. And anyway, I don't know where that all came from. I wasn't planning on saying all of that, but there you go. Now you know. All right, so again, thank you for your presence. Thank you for watching me. In a moment, we're going to do a sacred pipe ceremony, which you might know it as the peace pipe. And I am Patrick. If you don't know me, I am Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman. And I've been doing these videos off and on since the beginning of the pandemic. And my whole intention here is to create and hold a safe and sacred space for people in a world that's gone crazy, in a world with unprecedented craziness, as a way, like at least once a week, for an hour a week, people have a safe and sacred space to connect to anchor them in reality, to align with spirit, to throw the world off our shoulders, to take a breath, open our hearts, and receive that connection again. That said, okay. I just had my drum. Oh, it's right here. Okay. That said, I am going to set our safe and sacred space with my beautiful elk skin drum. Her name is Cougar Moon. It's elk skin. And this was done with a native teacher. We blessed the animal, we blessed the skin. And the thing about this is, if you see these, there's these scratch marks. Those are cougar claw scars. So the elk who gave its skin for my drum actually survived a cougar attack. So besides having the elk medicine in my drum, I also have the cougar medicine. And her name is Cougar Moon because she looks like the moon. It's like the moon. And I have a whole story, but I'm not going to go into it. We won't have time for that. But it's kind of like the moon, and the cougar was hunting the moon. Anyway, I am talking a lot tonight, so let's set our sacred space. So if you want to just close your eyes, take a breath, arrive in this moment, and feel the earth. If you're on the ground, if you're in a chair, on a couch, wherever you are, feel the love that is supporting your weight in this moment, in this place. The spirits of the earth, the spirits of the air, the spirits of the fire, the spirits of the water, the spirits of the upper world, the spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. I always feel so much better after I set that space, drum in the spirits to hold that space around us, the higher energy. All right, so if you are new here, just a quick tutorial. Like I said, this is the sacred pipe. This is a sacred pipe. I said, I was doing a pipe ceremony, and I said, this is the sacred pipe. And the woman's eyes got really, really big. And I had to say, like, no, not the sacred pipe. This is a sacred pipe. You may know it as the peace pipe, also called the Chanupa. And the original pipe was given to the Lakota people 19 generations ago by White Buffalo Calf Woman. I won't go into that story because I've already talked a lot already. But she taught them how to smoke the pipe in a sacred manner, how the stem of the pipe is the divine masculine, the bowl of the pipe is the divine feminine. So when we put them together, it is all of creation, right? We put it together, like you saw me bringing it out of my pipe bag. I wrap up the stem and the bowl separately and keep them separate in the pipe bag, because when we put them together, it's like holding the cosmos in our hands. And to the Lakota people who were nomadic at the time, this was church. As soon as you put the pipe together, wherever you were, you could bring church with you, and when you put the pipe together till you take it apart is one giant prayer. And so that's why we keep it separately. And it came to the people at a time when there was drought and hunger, and it said that the people had lost their connection with nature, with Mother Earth, and so it is the main tool. White Buffalo Calf Woman brought them 7 different ceremonies. The first and the main one being the pipe ceremony, which is at the center of all Lakota ceremonies. And it's about, just like that masculine and feminine coming together, it's about uniting. It's about bringing together, right? Like if we were in person and we were smoking together, right? It's like we smoke the pipe, we put our prayers, we draw the smoke into our mouths, we put our prayers into the smoke, and then we blow our prayers out, and the smoke carries our prayers to Creator. And when you're smoking together, it's like you're breathing each other's prayers. We are the prayers, right? And so it's about connection. It's about coming together, which is exactly what is needed right now in our world. So that, in short, in a nutshell, is what the pipe is, why we smoke it. To give you a kind of explanation of the ceremony, what to expect, because some of it is as out loud, some of it is in silence, but you'll be able to kind of follow along. The first thing I'm going to do is light some sage and smudge everything on my altar here that I just set up while I was talking to you. And I'll smudge myself, and I'll send some smudge your direction to clear the energy, neutralize the energy around us. And then once that's done, I will raise my pipe and say a prayer to ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. And then I will put the pipe together, and then I will take 4 pinches of tobacco and fill the bowl, and that part I do out loud. So you'll hear the different prayers I offer as I'm putting the tobacco in. It's like the tobacco is gathering the prayers, gathering our relations and the spirits, putting them into the pipe so that we can smoke those prayers. And then when I'm done with that, I have a song that White Buffalo Calf Woman, who has been one of my most steadfast spirit guides for decades now, she taught me a song to sing once my pipe is filled. So I will sing that. And then that is where normally I would light my pipe. But because we are in my apartment, where it's a no smoking zone, in fact, if you smoke in your apartment, you can be kicked out. And I kind of like having a roof over my head. So I don't smoke it in my apartment, but it's just as powerful. It like as in everything shamanic and spiritual, it's intention that is the most important ingredient. And so even though I won't be blowing smoke, I'll still be taking drags off of the pipe as if I were smoking it, drawing in the medicine of that tobacco. And then just so that we have a visual, and because it's whimsical and magical, I have a bottle of bubbles. And so, since we won't get smoke here, I'll take a big drag off of my pipe, and then I will blow the prayers through the bubbles, so that it's the bubbles that will carry our prayers to Great Spirit rather than the smoke. And then later, probably tomorrow sometime, I will go down to the Cedar River that's like 5 minutes away from me. And I go down there almost every day to do pipe ceremony, and tomorrow I will light my pipe and actually smoke those prayers. So in a way, you get a twofer, because not only will we smoke and release these prayers that we are saying here tonight, I will smoke them and send them to Great Spirit again tomorrow. So let's see. So once the pipe is filled, and then the next part I do in silence, but what you'll see me doing, I have to always remember east. Okay. I'll take a draft off of the pipe, and I will aim the pipe starting in the east, and blow bubbles in that direction. I'll take another drag and blow to the 4 directions, to Father Sky, to Mother Earth, in a circle for all our relations, and then straight up for Creator. And then I'll pause for a silent prayer momentarily with the stem to my forehead and the bowl to my heart, right? Mental, masculine, heart, feminine. And then I will come back, and after that, I will take a great big puff from my pipe, and the first thing I'll do then is blow those bubbles straight at my camera, and that is the blessings coming to you from my heart, from the pipe, from the tobacco, to you, to carry your prayer. So that's where you want to say or pray your biggest prayers, your biggest dreams, your biggest intentions, and let those bubbles carry those prayers to Great Spirit. Then I will continue to smoke for a little bit, for intentions of my own, intentions others have asked me to pray for. And by the way, if you ever have something big going on that you would like to turbocharge those prayers, or have somebody else holding space, sending prayers for you, I have a little book that I keep in my tobacco pouch where I write down the intentions of other people so that that book stays on my altar, stays with my tobacco. It's always on my altar every time I do pipe ceremony. And so it keeps those prayers kind of like the Tibetan prayer wheels, right? It keeps those wheels, the prayer wheels going, because every time I do ceremony, I pray, I send smoke to that book to carry all those intentions to Great Spirit. So if you ever have anything you want help praying for, you want spiritual support, energetic support, let me know. And I will put you down in my book. So then once I'm done, once it feels complete, I will raise my pipe again. I will say another prayer. And that one is, if you don't know what light language is, you will find out. That the final prayer, I always pray in light language. And there's a number of benefits from that, because if you don't know what light language is, it's similar to speaking in tongues, where I just open my mouth and these words, syllables, sounds come out, and it's no recognizable language. It's more about the energy being transmitted rather than the meaning of the words, right? It's heartfelt rather than cognitive, right? And so when I start to do that prayer, feel free to just kind of settle in and listen with your heart, because your mind will not know the words. It will not make sense to you, but you can feel the energy coming through to your heart. And then when that prayer is over, I have one more song that I sing. And when I'm done with that song, that's when I take my pipe apart, and that is technically the end of the ceremony. So I think that's all I need to say at the moment, right? I got everything out here. Oh. Okay, now I've got everything out there. All right, so thank you again for joining me. Thanks for supporting me by watching this video, by sharing this video. I'm glad you're here. I'm here every Wednesday night, 6 o'clock Pacific time. And if you need more sacred space, you can go to my YouTube channel, where I have over 6 or 7 years worth of these videos. And just pick one by random and just sit in sacred space, and whatever message I say from that video, I can promise you will be exactly what you need to hear at that time. That's just the way Spirit works. It has nothing to do with me, but it has. Spirit just makes those things work out like that. So it's a free resource if you need sacred space at any time, or you can rewatch this. This of course will be on my Facebook page for 30 days before, I think they take it down after 30 days, but I will also upload it to my my YouTube channel, where you can watch it endlessly. So I think that's it. So all right, let's do ceremony. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Oh. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All our guides and guardians watch over us as we smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, Tawabin, Shanadisi, Majikiwas, and Wabus, there is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all our relations come smoke with us. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo cap woman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, yo. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, yo. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama Wukene Yo. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, I send another voice. Atapale he tohu pakapanai, talaha koboona, tishikitapa, hoho hamanandai, talakaha pa hunamaleke, tuhu hukinamaha, talahe, talahuhu kopai, nana ho takai he lapakatama. Talahae, tamakoho, tu hu kitapai, kalakatapa, tapanehe, rakatama ho, pahe takatama ho. Ihi la ihi ho. Ihi la ihi ho. Ihi la ihi ho. Ihi, ihi, ihi la ihi ho. Ihi la ihi ho. Ihi la ihi ho. Ihi. Now, oofda. Like I said, it's whether we actually smoke or not is just as powerful. And it's also, I like I said, I do this almost every day on my own. And it is infinitely powerful on my own. So I'm not going to say it's more powerful when we do it together, but it's a different powerful when we do it together. And even if you are watching this days, weeks, months from now, years from now, this energy is just as vital watching it on replay as it is right now as I am videoing this. And if you're watching this on replay, your energy is just as much a part of what happened here tonight as my own. You have an effect. Your energy reaches back in time and affects the energy of this circle, the prayers of this circle, and for that I thank you. So that is our ceremony. Where did I put my... I lost my wing. They winged me. Where did I put my wing? Oh well, I'll find it. If I can't find it, I'm probably sitting on it. Words of wisdom. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to release our safe and sacred space. But like I said, please share my video. Part of doing this is to spread the love, spread the unity, spread the connection. So share it high and far. One of the guides that comes to me occasionally is Black Elk, whom you may have read Black Elk Speaks. That's him. And he was a medicine man and a pipe carrier. And I asked him, because it is not traditional to do this to video these ceremonies. And so I asked him point blank, what he thought, if it was okay to do this. And what he said was to have the means to share this medicine with so many people at one time and not to use it would be tragic. And so please share this video far and wide. If you want to watch again or you need a little more sacred space, a little more prayer, this will be on my Facebook page for 30 days. And then in the next day or two, I will upload it to my Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, please join me there, subscribe, like the videos, hit the bell. I guess that helps me help you. It helps other people find me, etc. I have no idea about tech stuff or algorithms and that, but I'm told that helps. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for supporting me by watching this, by sharing it. And if you would like to support me, your friendly neighborhood shaman, in a different way, I do have my PayPal and Venmo links, kind of as a tip jar right here, and you can. This is my day job. This is what I do for a living. So any little bit you give helps me to focus on my own path, my own experiences, my own lessons, so that I have more to bring back to here, to you, to teach you, to help you, and support you on your way. So it's a beautiful reciprocity, and I appreciate it deeply. So thank you so much. And if you want to know more about me or want to see the different shamanic services I offer, you can visit my website, perchingwolfstudios.net, and readings and teachings and healings, oh my. You can set up a healing session with me. I do soul retrieval, different shamanic healing, which you can read about there. I also do, like I mentioned, the medicine card readings. I do card readings. I also teach and trying to get myself in gear to start teaching again. So coming up in March, I'm planning to start I used to teach a year-long monthly shaman class, and I took a break from that for a year or two, and I want to come back to it, but I think I'm going to do it in 2 6-month sections so that it's easier for people to commit to. But stay tuned, stay up to date for that. And what else? And I also do one-on-one mentoring. So if you are looking for a spiritual teacher, I have decades of experience of my own quests, my own questioning, my own trials and tribulations, being raised Catholic and pagan, and finally coming into shamanism, coming home to shamanism. And I would be so honored to be able to help you find your way, help you connect, like I was talking about earlier, actually connect and begin a relationship with your spirit guides to actually help you begin that conversation that will last for lifetimes. So check it out. Thank you for joining me. I hope you got something out of tonight. I hope you're at least a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit more hope in your heart. And so let us release the spirits that have so lovingly held space for us. The spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, the spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. Thank you for welcoming us into yours. Wow. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for taking the time out of your daily schedule to prioritize a moment of silence, a moment of connection, a moment of alignment. So that is how we heal the world. So thank you. I hope you will join me again next week, right here, same bat time, same bat channel. And if you're not doing anything on Monday night and would like a little guidance, you can get a little reading on my YouTube channel, live YouTube channel, Perching Wolf Studios. And it's the first 5 people get a 1-card medicine card reading. And I'll see you there. So until I see you again, know that I love you, that I see you, and that I honor you. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and go shining. All right, bye now.